Thumbnail deception. I bet you thought you were going to see a video of Angela, but no, you were stuck with me. I've been noticing something as we've been doing videos on our own, individually from across the country, that almost without fail, your videos, Angela, have more views than my video. If we look at a graph, we can begin to understand why this is. If we plot the video number versus the video number of views, we can see almost without fail, your videos have more views than my videos. I attribute this to 2 to 3 effects. If we look at the anomalies, the high video views, we can begin to understand the nature of your popularity. Here, the TV show effect. In this video, you reviewed Time Machine Chefs, and you received a whopping 104 views. Coincidence? I think not. In your Christmas Eve video, you had a picture of your mother as your thumbnail and received a good number, 31 views. Another coincidence? Oh, I don't think so. And finally, perhaps the most telling piece of information is the one time in which my videos beat your videos in views. If we look at this period, the so-called time of triumph, in which my videos receive slightly more views than your videos, we can see why are you so popular compared to me. If we look at the one video where I beat you, the one difference is your thumbnail. This is the one video in which your thumbnail isn't a picture of your cute face, and hence, without your cute face to draw your audience in, I beat you. So, in applying these principles, I have come up with a way to determine and to create the most popular video on our channel. I have titled this video, or have included Doctor Who in the title of this video. I have also set the thumbnail to a picture of your face to lure our viewership into thinking that they're going to see you for a time. And so we will sit back and see who has the most popular video after today. So don't worry, that is not all I'm going to do in this video for you, Angela. Here is some footage of me wandering through the hills of Berkeley. In that last clip, I actually kind of got lost. I saw a pretty thing I saw the pretty trees on the side of the hill, and decided I want to go there. So I started climbing up, but it got really, really steep, such to the point where I had to crawl on all fours, and the only way I could grab purchase onto the side of the mountain was to grab the grass and pull myself up by my forearms. Eventually, I found a path, and it was okay, but very, very steep. Almost thought I was going to fall down. So one thing that I saw on my way back from my run, as I was running through campus, I came across this. An on-campus wedding. Two people were getting married on the campus near the faculty club, I believe. And so that was my question for you in a hypothetical, let's make conversation sort of way, in that, would you get married at your high school or undergrad or graduate school? So in continuation of our Guess the Cover game, my answer to your previous week's or previous video's cover is Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West. Another book I have to admit that I haven't actually read. So I can't really tell you what I think of the book. However, I can expound upon you my thoughts about the musical that has been adapted from that book, Wicked. Um, I actually saw this Wicked on Broadway. Uh, at the time, I think at the time, Idina Menzel had already moved on, and even the person that they got to replace her wasn't there. So I actually saw the understudy for Elphaba sing the role, but she was very, very good. Um, I liked Wicked. I thought it was good music. Don't care for the soprano duet. I think a soprano and alto will give you much better harmonies, but that's just my personal opinion. More importantly, I have issues with the story of Wicked. Not knowing what's in the book, obviously some things will probably be different, but I was unhappy with the ending of Wicked. All this time we've been building up to a big, big dramatic ending, and then, pretty much everybody dies, which is a very, very Shakespearean King Lear tragic ending. Very, very moving, very, very meaningful. Would have been a great, wonderful ending to a musical. But then people aren't dead, and just a happy la 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 ending. So I think I have a problem with this, in that they missed out on an opportunity to do something wonderful, to do something not groundbreaking, but very, very dramatic and moving and something different. But they went with the fairy tale ending. Yeah. This does bring me actually to, I want to talk to you about one of our favorite shows, which is now back for the 7th season, Doctor Who. While I was thinking about Wicked, it occurred to me how strange it is how I have a completely different reaction to Doctor Who in my concern of the Rory and Amy relationship. Although I'm usually one for tragedy and, very heartfelt and moving conclusions to things, I don't want that for Doctor Who. I want a very happy, nice, everything is nicely resolved endings for Doctor Who. Most of Doctor Who has these very dramatic, tragic endings where people have to die or they have to go away forever. And for whatever reason, I don't want that. I think it in part has to do with that I identify with Rory and I identify you with Amy, and so there's this kind of parallel that I've built up in my mind between us and these Doctor Who characters, which is silly because yes, they are fictional characters, and it doesn't really matter. But for whatever reason, I want them to be okay, because subconsciously it tells me that we'll be okay. Although I know that we'll be okay because we're awesome, and you just can't mess with this. But yeah, Doctor Who is back. I'm very excited. But now it becomes the waiting game in which we must wait a whole week between new episodes. So that is all for this video. Remember, we're going to do a test to see if I can get more viewership by showing a picture of you as the thumbnail. In fact, for your next video, I would encourage you to do the same, but in reverse, to show a picture of me as the thumbnail and see how many views you get. If you want to look for a title to title your video in accordance with Kelsey titling, perhaps you can look at my lowest viewership in this video, in which I talk about quotes that I like. People didn't like me talking about quotes, apparently. So, if you are game for this experiment, I encourage you to make a Kelsey video, and we'll see who gets more views in the coming weeks. So, I wish you a happy Labor Day, and I will talk to you very, very soon.